Hey everybody, it's Chris from the Droning Company here with my new friends Erol and Murat. They're with Quantum 3D, and I mean, guys, this is an impressive piece of technology. But before we get into that, tell me a little bit about what you do for your company. Like, what are your roles in your company?
Well, I am Murat and I'm a CEO of the Quantum 3D.
Okay.
That's about it. I run the company this time.
Erol, business development at Quantum 3D.
Okay, excellent. So we were talking a little bit about why this drone was developed, and there was a border security issue in Turkey, correct? And that sort of inspired the invention of this drone.
Really, basically, our traditionally we are a simulator company. Recently, we have developed a UAV simulator. And when we are being a Silicon Valley company, you always want to do a new, the technology. And then once we discovered that when we do the simulator, how about we can also do the UAV itself? That's how the development came. And then use case scenario we use in the border in Turkey as well. And then we come up with. And then other thing we thought is that look, there are a lot of the drone companies. They do a lot of the very big companies and they're funded very well. We just want to fill up a gap in somewhere. Instead of the small one, let's do the more sophisticated one. And so we work on the sophisticated one. This is actually like an aircraft, you can say. It's way more than your typical drone. What we do is that this one's military grade. Originally, we just did develop for the border security, because surveillance on the border and all those things. It has been used already right now more than a year and actively. And it has two engines, and you can have it either or, electrical or the gas. With the electrical engine, you can go to about 2 hours in the air, and then the gas engine, you can go about 6 hours.
Okay.
And then you can go, 50 miles radius, 50 miles distance, you can go and come back. And then it's a 15,000 feet and up that you can fly, so you can. It's invisible. You can just do all the way through.
That's amazing.
So you can have a very sophisticated, the missions with this one.
That's amazing. In terms of like imaging, what's the camera like on this thing in terms of surveillance, or what kind of payload does this use?
Actually, it has up to the 11-pound payload. Depend on our customer's need. We can install any camera that customer needs, depend on what they need. And also another important thing we forgot to tell you, this is one of the important part of the UAV, that it can have autonomous landing in case of emergency.
Oh, wow.
That makes it very unique and very special.
I'd like to learn a little bit more about that, because you had mentioned that this can go 15,000 feet in the air when it's operating. How does the autonomy work in an emergency landing situation if it's that high up in the air?
When there is an emergency that we programmed, it's supposed to come back to the base. So when it detects some kind of emergency which is predefined, and automatically just come back. And then if it is very deadly, then you're not gonna come back. But in most of the time, that's how it's programmed.
Okay. So
yeah,
it is. If it's able to get back, it will.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's not coming back.
That's right.
Okay.
That's correct.
Understood.
That's right.
So in terms of the applications that you see for this with your current clients, I mean, what kind of application is this being used for? How is this being used in the field?
At this time is the surveillance, and for the area what you can do at this time is that, let's say military or the police department, they decided something happened, okay, instant happened. And then we need to just aerial seeing some right now. In 5-10 minutes, this can go up there, and then real time they can provide the map and whatever those. This is the major one that right now just has been used. But at the same time now we have other applications that keep emerging. One of them is the firefighting applications. In the firefighting, we have an experience. Our company has been working firefighting training for like 5-6 years. So this came with two ways in the firefighting. One is to detect you put the proper, the payload, that's thermal imaging, and that you do it. So you discover where the fire is. You try to find where the fire is and hot spots and those things.
Okay.
Second one is also very time saving for the aerial, firefighting, companies. Is that you have a major, aircraft that throws the water to the extinguish the fire.
Okay.
There is something called the guidance aircraft. So this will replace the guidance aircraft. So this it's gonna tell you where to do this. The guided that one.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah, this is good.
Another important thing I just want to mention, This is one of the best UAV, strong UAV that you can find in this show. And also we have very strong engineering team, partners. We can make bigger, stronger one, what you see over here, and we can have smaller one, whatever your needs are, depend on your, request. We can just customize it.
Okay.
That's the another important thing that we gotta mention it.
I think customization is probably one of the most important facets to any commercial drone, is just fitting it to a certain need.
We can customize on software side, hardware side, payload side. We can do anything our customer wants.
So our main strength is the software actually, just our own proprietary software. And so the hardware side is it's important, but it's more focused on the software. Let's say we provide the whole system, or we can also provide on the software. That's another unique of our company. If somebody wants to do, I want to make your own UAV and stuff, okay, we'll tell you how to do it, and just use our software. We tell you where to get the materials and stuff, and we help you do yours as well.
And that's important too, is training and,
Right.
and assistant support is
Right,
so
right,
important
right,
there.
right. That's right.
So I've got one more question
Sure.
for you. If you were approached by a commercial remote pilot that was looking to get into the commercial industry, what would be your first piece of advice for somebody that was trying to do that?
First of all, I would just think that what is his application, just understand very well, and then his budget. And sometimes you might over budget or do something that when you are buying a drone, and you might think about you see how much money you're going to save in a 1 year or 2 years range. Sometimes you can get a very cheap ones at the beginning, and then later on you keep changing, and then you have to look at overall project. What you want to do? You want to do the big one or small one? That's the main thing. Just you understand before you invest in anything. And of course, you just have to go to train very well. It's just make sure that before you throw, your drones, you had to make yourself is trained very well on this.
Sure, that makes sense.
And also another thing, you gotta be careful. You gotta select a company or team that has strong team, strong service, strong support when you work with them.
Yeah.
That's another important thing. Then you can just do the thing not just for 1 year, 1 month, just long range with this strong team, with the strong companies.
That was really sound advice, absolutely. I want to thank you for your time, Murat,
Thank you.
Erol, thank you so
Appreciate it.
much,
Thank you.
absolutely. And before we go, is there anywhere if people want to learn more about your drone and your solutions, where can they go? You have a website, social media?
Yeah. You just go to our website, quantum3d.com, and sometimes people confuse the other quantum. It's just quantum3d.com, and you just go there, or our LinkedIn and the Facebook. We are more active in the LinkedIn and in the website, I think.
Anybody want to have any special information, details, just send us email. You can send the information via our website. We can, inform you anything that you want for any detail to make your future better, make your knowledge better. All right.
Hey, thank you again so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
The Droning Company is a job agency for drone pilots which also incorporates a high-end magazine about the industry. So people search this when they're looking for a drone pilot. They talk to the pilot directly, but either via email or phone. We're not involved, we don't take commissions. Never have, never will.